Oh yeah, man, look at those stats. Oh yeah. And welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. I have taken the liberty of leveling up a bunch of equipment for Priye, so she is in fighting form. Now, despite her really high attack stat, unfortunately she is not nearly as powerful as that might imply to you. The reason for that is her Dragon's Rage attack. Its attack modifier is ridiculously low. It's only like like at base level, it's only like 10% stronger than a normal attack, and its main advantage is that it gives her a little bit of range. Requiem Aeternum would, in theory, be a really powerful attack, but it runs off of her intelligence stat, which, as a monster, she does not have easy ways to boost, though if you moved a tutor onto, or sorry, not a tutor, in this game it's a teacher, if you moved a teacher onto her weapon, that could get some pretty good mileage out of this. I may have misspoke about Requiem Aeternum's attack range in the previous video, where I said that it had a ridiculously huge range. In some games it does. In this one, though, it's actually a pretty standard 3x3 grid with the middle cut out, and you have free aim for it. There is a unusually large AoE attack in this game, though, that we will be seeing before this video is over, most likely. So, first order of business, we have to get to the next bonus chapter, which is the Mysterious Seal. Now, this one's actually kind of annoying to unlock because you need enough influence to attempt to pass the bill. So you need to be max rank. That's the only way you're going to get over 5,000 influence, and then you have to repeatedly enter and exit the bill screen until the influence actually is over 5,000, which I got pretty lucky there. The first time I tried to unlock this map, it actually took me like 2 minutes to get it to give me enough mana. Now, I will let you know right now, this fight that we're about to do is by no means a guarantee. We definitely could use a little bit more power than we do have, but we have just enough to make it through. However, my main force is not powerful enough to withstand the attacks of the boss of the next bonus chapter. Priye is, though, so she's going to be our emergency problem solver if it comes to that. Now, let's attempt to pass this bill, but the Mysterious Bill, or the Mysterious Seal, is by far the hardest bill in the game to pass legitimately. You get like a negative 100 point modifier to your success rate, so the senators can legitimately go from total support to loathe when you attempt to pass this bill, so we have no choice but to fight it out. But that is no issue, because we have more than enough power to do so at this point. So, just cutting in here so that I can show off Requiem Aeternum. As you can see, it has a pretty impressive range that you can use it at. And like I said, standard 3x3 with the center as a dead zone. So let's just hit these guys. It also has pretty good vertical tolerance. This is actually a reference to La Pucelle. I don't know how to correctly pronounce that. It's La Putelle or La Pucelle. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody knows, feel free to correct me. But this looks similar to the purification attacks in that game, so that's a pretty cool detail. As you can see, it doesn't hit nearly as hard as it could because it's an intelligence-based attack. Those attacks are terrible in monsters' hands. Anyway. And there we go. Alright, so let's get on to the Mysterious Seal. Now, like the other bonus chapters in this game, there are... excuse me. There is a lead-up battle before we get into the actual bonus boss. However, Beauty Castle, which we unlocked from passing the Mysterious Seal Bill, this one is much, much shorter. There is only one map that we have to do before we get into the bonus boss, which is this one, Foreboding Seal. And here we've got, what are these guys? Two Manticore-type enemies, Chimeras. These guys have tons of HP, but otherwise there's nothing too remarkable about them. And then here we got a Flamberg, who is an Ifrit-type enemy, or perhaps it's a Cert. I forget what the species name is for that enemy. Let me see here. So we want to go over option. Now, these guys do have enough firepower to one-shot Karin, so I do have to be a bit careful about how she's positioned at the end of this turn. Excuse me, sorry. Just had my dinner, and it's not staying as nice as I would like it to. Let's see, we'll throw out Gigastar to deal some good damage to these guys. We'll have Laharl stand on the one side and do a Dimension Slash. And we'll see if we need to send Marina out to do some additional damage there. This should do these guys for most of their... Or no, Karin could just take them out. Okay. Unfortunately, we still have the bug to deal with in Disgaea Hour of Darkness, where if your if you had an action queued up and you aren't able to complete it, your turn just ends. So we're just going to leave Laharl there since he can take some damage. We want to bait this guy out a little bit, so I don't mind if he destroys one of my sacrificial thieves here. We should be able to take him out this turn. Let me see. I'm just checking his equipment to see if he had anything interesting, and he really does not. That is stuff we have long since moved past. So we got 200,000 HP to chew through. He's probably under the influence of the res bug, so we'll have to be mindful of that. We just want to go all in. Let's get all of our characters out and just wail on him. 2 Night Severs, get Levi out, have him nail him with Inferno. Left Prie out and hit him with Dragon Rage. Like I said, Dragon's Rage not that much stronger than a normal attack at its base level, but it still does pretty good damage off of that monstrous attack stat she has, and we'll hit him with Omega Ice. If he is not dead from this, should definitely take him out, though. He's not anything too threatening to us. I would like to point out that Priya also has Innate Omega Heal, a spell I do not have access to at the moment, so I technically do, but I don't really feel like getting on the Karin because it's unnecessary. So when I was doing some item worlding, I actually came across an attack plus panel while I was going through that, so I just had her spam that until she got the 3x3 and max range out of it, which takes quite a while because it has a pretty lengthy animation, but it wasn't too bad. And Priya actually gets tons of spell experience. She gets 30 skill experience per casting. And this guy might actually survive this. Yeah, he's going to hang in there. I admire his resilience, but it's not going to amount to much, because even with the res bug, this Omega Ice is going to completely destroy this guy. He put up a valiant effort, though. I admire his determination. Alright, 100k, very nice. I forget if that's the first time we've cracked the 6-figure mark on camera. Also, I'd just like to point out that at this point, once you're killing enemies whose levels break into the thousands, you'll very frequently get the super bonus hell. I believe you get your hell that you gain displays as super bonus if it's in excess of 10 million hell. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the figure. I think I've seen it display figures in the millions normally, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, before we get to the boss of this chapter, we do actually want to make a backup save here. Like I said, I just barely have enough power to actually clear this. I probably could still have done it without getting the equipment for Prie, but this just affords us a lot more safety, so let's make a backup save here, just in case things don't go my way. And let's see who awaits us in Beauty of Evil. Like oh geez, I forgot the name of the alternate Otherworld Follow chapter. Well, whatever. Like the chapter where we battled Prie, Beauty of Evil starts with a non-voice acted cutscene, and our opponent for today is another returning Nipponichi character. This is Marjorie. She, I believe, is the main villain of Rhapsody, a musical adventure, a game I know almost nothing about. It's a PlayStation RPG, and I know H.C. Bailey did a Let's Play of it, but I've never really looked into the game much beyond that. Alright. I admire Laharl's priorities. He always knows what he wants out of a confrontation. But yes, here is Marjorie, and she comes fully decked out with a bunch of unique pieces of equipment, plus the rank 40 monster weapon, the Gao's Guts, the Crowdia's Beauty, which I'm pretty sure is a mistranslation. I believe the character that this is in reference to from Rhapsody is named Claudia, so, you know. And then Meow's Cat Ears. All of those are unique accessories that are basically rank 40 equivalents or combinations of certain equipment types. Gao's Guts is like a muscle and a piece of armor, giving a huge amount of HP and defense. I believe 1750 each. Not 100% sure. I think it's at least 1500. Crowdia's Beauty is like a belt. Gives 1500 attack, speed, and hit. Meow's Cat Ear is like a souped-up orb in addition to MP or SP and Res. It also gives 1500 intelligence, which makes it very good for your casters. And Marjorie is not messing around with the attack she's come packing. She has all of the Terra level spells at level 50, and her unique Dark Conjuration skill also at level 50. These all hit pretty hard and can easily one-shot all of our characters, so we want to go all in on the damage to start. Let me see, what is she weak to? not really weak to anything. I mean, she's got a little bit of fire weakness, but looks like at least one of her pieces of equipment is carrying a, what is it, an aeronaut, which is giving her wind resistance, so, and a firefighter, which is giving her fire resistance, so nothing going there. I'll just use Gigastar. She's flanked by 2 prophets. These guys should go down on the first turn, though. So let's see. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw out Laharl and Marina, and I'm going to have them do a pincer attack using Dimension Slashes. We'll cover just enough ground to hit all the enemies without them hitting each other. And then we're going to have Karine fire off a Gigastar. Or actually, I might be able to hit them with an Omega Star. I forget how high level I have that. It would probably do a little bit more damage, because Gigastar doesn't out-level it by that much. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's go with Omega Star. Go for the fancier animations here. We'll have Levi come out, and have him nail her with Inferno. And Prie come out and do Dragon Rage at the end to cap off the assault. And we'll see what we're looking at once this turn, or rather these sequence of actions, conclude. We'll definitely take out the Prophets. There's no way they're going to survive this onslaught of damage. I should also note, you do not need to worry about Marjolie's equipment, much like for Prie, and you can probably already figure what's going to happen when I'm saying that, but well, just don't worry about it. You don't need a thief that is capable of stealing it. I would also just like to point out that Prie also has the fringe benefit of, because she's a level 2000 character, for a lot of the things that you're going to be coming across in the item world at this point in the game, she can cap out at 50% chance to steal from them. So if your thief isn't high enough level to steal against things that are close to the 1000 range, Prie should be able to grab them at a 50% success rate, and with a good piece of armor, she'll be able to survive any assault that's sent her way with her high level, so you should be pretty good there. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Alright, so I want to make sure that Karine isn't in danger, and we'll throw Levi out also. And I do not mind if these thieves end up buying the farm this turn. They are just here to get us to set up on the first turn so that we can do as much damage as possible. Alright, let's see where she's going. Alright, luckily she's taking the bait with the thieves. That's going to leave us with a few less units to sacrifice, but I am perfectly okay with that. We want to be able to take her down as best as we can. Okay, so let me think about how I want to approach this next turn. What we want to do, let's see. I'll put Laharl here, going to put Prie here. We're going to move, let's just move this thief out of the way. Move Marina over here. And now we're going to see how much of my Skull Squad I can deploy. Only one. Well, let's throw out at least one Braveheart. Get some extra damage. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just move Prie there, move Marina there, and then we can Braveheart them. I can move Marina back and then move her into a better position. So let's just get them all buffed up a little bit. Okay, and let's go for big damage. So we'll start with Levi on the combo since he's the weakest, so hit her with Inferno. And we just want to go more or less in ascending order of power to get the most bang for our buck with the combo that we're going to be pulling off here. And we will have Karine nail her with Omega Star. And, yeah, so get ready for a bunch of lengthy attack animations. Now, the most unideal thing for her to do at this point in the fight would be to use Dark Conjuration, since that would absolutely kill Laharl and Marina. I would really much rather she go for a weaker character. I can't say with 100% certainty that she will do that, but well, we'll see what happens. Wondering if I should have moved one of my thieves into a different spot where he could have thrown her. Oh well. Here's to the could-have-beens. That is a pretty good chunk of her HP. Hit her with another Omega Star. I'm pretty sure she has the res bug, though, so that's why I didn't bother using Magic Boost on Karine. Yeah, that's definitely a res bug. Okay, so, yeah, I can't do anything else with my Thief. Maybe I should have had him shoot Marjolaine just to build up the combo even more. I mean, he wouldn't have done any damage, but he would have driven up the damage of my other characters. Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. So yeah, let's just follow what I said there. Let's do that. We'll, once again, go in order of weakest to strongest. And at this point, there is a pretty good chance that she'll kill a couple of my characters. Let's go for something that will allow me to actually make sure that a couple of my characters survive. We'll go with Dimension Slash instead of having Laharl run up for a Night Sever. And another Omega Star. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, did I use... whoops, I wasn't paying attention. I used Totem Cruise instead of Inferno. That's going to be a little bit less damage, but it's not a huge deal. Actually, it might be slightly more, because she is at least a little bit weak to fire. Works out for our purposes. But this is actually going slightly better than my test run of this fight did, where the first turn she went straight for Marina and just killed her right out, which was made the fight a little bit tougher because I had less damage to work with overall. Now, I absolutely could have made this easier on myself by just item worlding up my Galactic Staff and getting a bunch of teachers and having Karine run complete roughshod on her. But I'd like to show something more interesting than just having one character dumpster the bonus bosses. Okay, let's see what she does here. Here it is, Dark Conjuration. So yeah, that's going to be a bunch of dead characters. Prie is able to face tank that, but not everybody else. But yeah, that was the huge AoE attack that I was talking about. That was the one that I was thinking of. Luckily, we should be able to take her out this turn. Alright, yeah. So, let's, you know what? Let's reverse it. Let's, have Prie hit her with Dragon's Rage, and let's have, Laharl make his rightful claim to being the most malevolent. But yeah, Dark Conjuration, let's see, it hits, like, the 8 squares around her, and then the 8 squares around that. So what's that? That's like a 16-panel range. It's pretty crazy. There we go, Marjolaine defeated. And for clearing that, once again, we get Super Hell, and we get some pretty high-end equipment. And for defeating Marjolaine, we get her to join her party with everything that she had equipped, so we get a ton of good items for that. Let's just take a look at those and confirm the stats on those things. So, yeah, Marjolaine joins at the same level. Once again, huge HP drop-off, but her combat stats are more or less the same. Nyanko Soul is the rank 40 monster weapon. This is one of the only guaranteed rank 40 weapons you can get outside of the item world. There is actually a rank 41, so to speak, item or weapon in the game, but it's kind of unique, and we'll be covering it later when we can actually get it. But yeah, here's Gau's. Oh wow, that HP is way better than I thought. That 4,500. It's less than a legendary Cosmos muscle or Galactic muscle, which is 7,500 HP, but that's still very good when you start item worlding it. And you know, it has a bunch of high-end specialists on it. Crowdia's Beauty, yeah, 1,500 to all the stats that I mentioned. I correctly identified that one. And the most useful one, in my opinion, just because it makes your casters even more ludicrous, is Meow's Cat Ears. Now, you may have noticed real quick when we went back to the Dimensional Gate screen, there is a new area opened up, Ball Castle. Ball Castle is the final bonus chapter of the game. To unlock it, you need to complete Prinnyland, the Cave of Ordeals, the Alternate Netherworld, and the Mysterious Seal. You do not need to complete the human world to unlock this, because of course the human world, if you complete it, it results in the game ending. The first map is not the bonus boss of this chapter. That is another sort of interstitial chapter you have to clear before you can fight that guy. But it is a remarkable map for a certain kind of setup you can do using it, so keep it in mind, keep it in mind. Now, I healed up my characters there, but we're actually not going to be doing anything else with this file, because I actually did a bunch of work in private to get us in a relatively good position. There is going to be a lot more off-screen work I have to do, but as you can see, quite a few hours have passed. And we have a lot more to work with. Once again, I've defeated Marjorie in this file, so she's just chilling out in my stock. As you can see, I unequipped Meow's cat ears because I moved it on to Karine, who has taken quite the tremendous increase in power between save files. Her staff level's a lot higher, and in particular, we are working on a new galactic staff. Check this out. This is just levels. I haven't even put any specialists onto it. I'm going to get this staff up to level 90 and equip that onto Karine to do some grinding on her. And then I'm going to do some work to get Yoinky's point ready. I'm probably going to transmigrate him into a galaxy mage and have him gain even more staff levels before transmigrating him back into the highest tier of thief. And we really need that because we now have access to one of the best grinding maps in the game. Just one other thing I'd like to draw attention to before I forget, we got a legendary Cosmic Blade. This is one of the best weapons in the game, and it is required to get the best weapon in the game. And I'm definitely going to be leveling this up to 90 also, and putting on to Laharl. With how much power Karine has now, even without the really powerful galactic staff I'm working on, we'll easily be able to get to level 90 for items and kill all the item kings, getting huge stat bonuses onto them, as well as more specialist storage space to work with. Now, the reason we want all this power is so we can get prepared for Ball Castle really quickly. And to do that, we want to revisit Beauty of Evil. For you see, when you kill Marjorie, she gets replaced with 3 enemies, Divine Majins, and these guys are EXP Pinatas. The Divine Majins have the highest experience yield in the game, and at level 2200 with max statisticians, we get considerably more for killing these guys at any level than we would for clearing Cave of Ordeals 3. So at this point, this is the best grinding map. Now you have a couple options for clearing this one quickly. These guys are not in as uniform a position. The easiest way to clear it is to have a character with enough move run forward, grab the middle Majin and throw him back, and have a caster come out and use this AoE spell. And as you can see, all of them are conveniently positioned to let us hit them with that. Now, the tricky thing to deal with for this strategy, of course, is the res bug. Because this is a story map, we're going to randomly have enemies that have way more res, and as you can see, I got pretty unlucky there and was not able to kill all of them, but that is okay. What we're going to do here is just grab a Karine. I came into this knowing that I wasn't going to have quite the power I wanted to reliably finish this. If I casted some magic boosts on Karine, that could have helped her out, but nothing going, just doing it dry at the moment. Still need a little bit more power. But let's see, let's just take these guys out. So she's level 1074. If we take out just 2 of these guys, we'll hit him with this. Probably should have gone to Gigastar, because now it is considerably higher level than a Megastar and probably hits harder. Yeah, just take these guys down. And that was, what, 12 levels right there? So we've gotten 18 levels if we hit all 3 of them, plus another couple levels from the Prophets, a bunch of levels to get there, and we'd be getting a lot more experience than we would for Cave of Ordeals 3 at this point. So the other options you have for clearing this quickly is if you send 3 characters out to throw the Majins back here, you can hit the entire formation with Dimension Slash, or you can have high move characters come out, grab the Prophets, and chuck them right here, and then you could use something like Wing Slayer or Big Bang. But yeah, throwing is necessary in order to clear this map quickly, so you do need to have some high move units in reserve. So it's still a very good idea to pick up a bunch of accelerators at this point, anytime you see him, and wow, Laharl's doing quite bad against this guy, actually. Keeps whiffing his hits. Luckily, he had enough counters to just counter that guy to death. But yeah, Beauty of Evil, once you have the power to clear it in a single turn, best grinding map in the game by far. There is one that is technically superior, but it's even harder to get that in a first turn clear, and also it rams into the level cap faster than Beauty of Evil does when using the stronger enemy bills, so that's nothing going there. So yeah, I've already kind of laid out the plan that I want to get to before getting to the next video, but we want to get this Cosmic Blade to level 90. I'll put that on Lahar, I'll give him a nice power boost there. Off screen, I also got another rare Cosmic Blade for Marina, so she's also stepped up quite a bit in power. I mean, look at how strong this is at just level 60. and it's a weaker variant of the Cosmic Blade, so yeah, Cosmic Blade, pretty ridiculous, and there's an even more ridiculous sword that we get for getting to floor 100 provided we have a thief for it. And I also want to get the Galactic Staff to level 90 and then move my specialists onto it. Another grinding thing I was doing, or this was more farming, but as you can see, I've got a teacher up to level 10,276. The cap for stat specialist is 19,998, so it's like a little over halfway to cap. I'm not sure if I'll cap it out at this point since I'm getting pretty close to the power I need, but yeah, moving another 10,000 over onto the Galactic Staff I've leveled up once it's at level 90 and it's all the generals and kings have been slain. It's gonna be pretty nuts, and it'll definitely allow me to clear that map consistently, resbug or no. But that is something to work on for the next video. So when we come back, we will see the fruits of my labor when it comes to my training, and we will be taking on the final bonus chapter of the game. We're also going to have a much higher level thief, because it's actually pretty critical that we're able to steal the equipment in this bonus chapter for once. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.